One of the biggest chains over here in the United Kingdom recently posted record losses, and then there was a vote by the board to see if this particular CEO could remain in their job. Well, apparently they scraped through, but this once loved brand who had a sort of slogan, never knowingly undersold, clearly is underselling the service it now offers to its once much valued customers. And as ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Nice to see you. Hope you're well today. Yes, that is one of the big stories of the day because, as we often say here on the show, we've seen such a decline, haven't we, in just basic service. I don't know about you, but whenever I go anywhere, I'm either told to go online, find it myself, or complete disinterest from somebody standing there with their arms folded and a Madonna headset from 1990 Vogue, talking to her colleagues about what she did last night or her latest TikTok video. You get the picture. Now, there are big problems over at the supermarket and branding chain John Lewis and Partners, and it's not really difficult to find out exactly where they're going wrong and why they're losing so much money. A colleague of mine recently ran their store. Now, after waiting an inordinate amount of time for someone to finally pick up the phone was picked up by someone not actually in the store, but in a call center. So they couldn't tell them exactly whether they had the stock that this particular colleague wanted to buy. You get the picture. So they asked to be put through to the store. Eventually, they got put through to said store, but no, nobody could put them through to the relevant department. Their options were to either look online or just risk it and come and have a look yourself. These people live around about 15 miles away from this store, which would be a cost on a bus fare or indeed a train fare, all on speculation. They don't do online shopping. Now, isn't it amazing to think that, yeah, you are being asked to spend, risk, and of course take your time out to spend a lot of money in a brand that really treats you so badly? Now, Dame Sharon White, the CEO of John Lewis and Partners, has said she's going to do everything to bring service back. It's quite simple. Get people to answer the phones, get your staff engaged, and more importantly, let people find out exactly whether you have the relevant stock in that you would wish to buy. I've pointed out before a couple of days ago how this store and many others rip you off at the tills by not having the right barcode on when you're simply thinking you're buying reduced items. Do check it. This is a bigger problem than I first thought. And also, when you think about it, if you look at, say, Dame Sharon White, what has she done? Well, so far, we've now got all the gay pride flags floating around the stores, costing a lot of money, while the basic cost of living rises and rises, and the interest from staff becomes even less and less. Now, a lot of people could say, well, you know, you go woke, you go broke. It's very difficult when the entire retail industry is simply going down this particular route. What do you do apart from start your own store? Or is online shopping truly the way? But the way forward, clearly, when the board had the chance, would have been to either put Dame Sharon White on some kind of timescale to make sure she can turn this once much loved product around. But you could simply start by getting people who answer the phone to understand, number one, basic English, and number two, just how valuable customers are in this very disappearing retail world. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.